Good day everyone, I am Jelukis Vitanyalas and I will present the lesson for Client Application Security. Application security is primarily the responsibility of the developer, as administrators can only enhance security to a limited extent. Securing an application is challenging because it necessitates extensive security expertise in areas such as GUI, network connectivity, OS interactions, and data management. Many programmers lack this knowledge or prioritize security as an extra workload, making it difficult to ensure a natural secure application. There are six number of security issues to keep in mind. First is running privileges, administration, applications updates, integrations with OS security, adware and spyware, and network access. While developing an application, programmers tend to make assumptions in order to cut development time. Some of these assumptions result in applications that require administrative privileges to work. This may cut programming time, but it reduces the ability of the administrator to keep systems secure. When ordinary users are given administrative privileges, they can remove or around security configurations, thus subverting any security that might be in place. It's best to install the applications on a testing computer that has a similar configurations to the actual computer that requires the installations. This way, you can see any problems arise before installing the applications on a live computer. Installing applications. When installing an application, it is usually necessary to have higher privileges or even administrative privileges because the installer may need to access sensitive OS directories and have registry and hardware changes. Sandboxes can limit access to the registry, OS data directory, and network usage. This isolates the applications from sensitive OS areas and other user-defined locations, such as those containing sensitive data. If an application requires administrative privileges but there is no obvious reason why it needs them, or if you just don't trust the applications, you can run it within a sandbox. A sandbox is a security application that intercepts the system calls of the applications that is running and makes sure the applications will have access only to the resources the administrator has allowed. Applications administration. Most applications offer some type of interface for administrations, mostly for applications configuration, and each administration's method poses security risks that has to be addressed, such as this INI file, UV, and web-based control. INI files. The most basic method of administrating an application is to control it via text-based files. To secure such as an application, the administrator needs to limit access to the configurations files either by using built-in OS access management, if the files are stored locally, or by using authentications to log into the remote storage place, making sure the authentication method is secured. When the GUI is physically located on the same computer as the application, the administrator should give the GUI the least possible privileges. The applications can run with the higher privileges if it is necessary. Most applications have a GUI for administrating them. In addition to providing security at the GUI level, the administrator should provide security for the communications between the GUI and the application. Web-based control. A popular way to allow applications administration is via a web interface which doesn't require a dedicated client and can be used for multiple platforms. Integration with OS security. When an application is integrated with OS security, it can use the security information of the OS and even modify it when needed. This is sometimes required by an application, or it may be supplied as an optional feature. There are both advantage and disadvantage to OS security integration. Importance of OS security integration. OS security integrations allows an applications to either import or access in real time the OS list of users and their privileges. Imagine an organization with 1,000 employees that need access to a central enterprise resource planning ERP application. For example, when an employee leaves the organization, the administrator has to delete the user both from the organization's user list and from the application list. Manual import or security information. An application may allow the administrator to import all the user information and use it to manage authentication for the application. Although this method may speed up applications deployment, there is still double administrations afterward. Using OS security for authorization. An application can use OS security authorizations. In this scenario, the application sets up a special directory or resource like shared memory, a mail slot, or named pipes that can be accessed only by users who possess certain privileges, and the OS protects access to that directory or resource. Keeping OS security integration optional. Sometimes it is necessary to deploy a small applications that will be used by only one or two users. Consider what will happen if the applications forces us to integrate with OS security using one of the methods previously discussed. In a corporation with 1,000 users, it will only decrease the security. If it is uses an insecure method, the decreased deployment speed because we have only one or two users. Applications updates. Keeping applications up to date with the latest security patches is one of the most important security measures you can take. This section covers some of mechanisms for easily updating applications. First is manual updates, automatic updates, semi-automated updates, and physical updates. Manual updates. Manual updates require the administrator to physically download a file or use a supplied media like a CD and install the update on the relevant system. This option is the least preferable because it forces administrators to expend extra time to patch a working system. Manual updates are very common for open source programs such as Apache. Automatic updates. When an application uses automatic updates, it checks with its website every so often for an update, and if one exists, it downloads it and installs it on the system. Semi-automated updates. Some applications allow the administrator to decide when to download an update. After the update is downloaded, the application distributes the update to all the connected clients. Physical updates. It's possible to update the system using an update received physically. A motivated attacker can create a fake patch by forging an update that looks like the original but contains a Trojan or other malicious software.